I didn't start the music, Nick. Isn't that nice?
I think it's too late for that.
Nah, it's not too late. I don't have anybody on yet anyway, so it don't matter.
You didn't do the countdown either.
I know, but what the hell? Anyway, Kyle, are you still with us, buddy?
Yeah.
We are live. Don't have any watchers yet. I don't know what that's about, but hey, we'll get. Hey, here they start
There's
coming.
two.
I didn't do the time countdown. My fault.
3.
Yeah, I didn't do
Rookie. We got rookie producer over here. Phil Nightingale, rookie producer.
Anyway, hey, welcome to Salt City Racing live update on March 27th. 29 days to race time. And so everybody, we went over to the track today for the first time in a little while, just to kind of check on things, a couple things and stuff like that too. And sent some pictures up to Mike Van Genderen to tell him, see what he thought of the track and stuff. He thought everything looked just perfect, exactly what he thought it would be. The little bit of a rain shower and a little bit of snow, I guess, or whatever they had over there in Hutch, kind of helped the track out, I think.
Yeah, I think it did. It still looks great. Still nice and hard, and we're just waiting until race week to do a little final prep and have Mike back and have an awesome first night.
Anyway, joining us through the phone is Kyler. Kyler, how's everything out in Dodge City?
Well, the sun's finally shining, and we're back out on the track doing some work. We had a little bit of snow ourselves out here, and kind of crazy. We had to get on the grader this morning to move about 2 foot of snow that had drifted, because we had some blowing snow, and it drifted up into turns 1 and 2. So we wanted to get that off the racetrack and spread it out so we wouldn't have just one wet spot in the corner. But we got that taken care of. Now we're doing a little bit of watering tonight, and yeah, we got just a few days before we have our open tonight.
Okay, well, that sounds great. We are excited for you, and so let's get a rundown of everything that's on your agenda for this weekend, of course. From that part, so everybody kind of knows what's going on in Dodge City. Then we'll follow in off our agenda. We got everything for Salt City.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that. So Thursday night, the 4th of April, we'll have our open practice. So come on out and practice to be on the big track, not the little track, but we'll have an open practice for the cars on the big track. And then Friday night, we'll kick off our DCRP Sprint Nationals. Right now, I think we have 31 or 32 pre-registered sprint cars. And talking to a few guys that haven't registered yet, I think we're going to have 35 to 40 sprint cars come out for opening night, and that's going to be great. Of course, that's $5,000 to win, $400 to start on Saturday night. The format's going to be really awesome. We're going to do qualifiers, and we're going to have a pull dash, a king of the hill pull dash. So that'll be kind of cool for Saturday night. But also on Friday night, we're running hobby stocks, sport mods, and the compacts. And then on Saturday, we're bringing the modifieds and the stock cars and the crazy cruisers into the mix.
Crazy cruisers. Phil's got his crazy cruiser ready to go, don't you, Phil?
Crazy cruiser? You kidding me? No.
I'll steer. You can push the gas.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
I think that would be very awesome if Mel Hamilton would bring out a crazy cruiser for Phil to drive.
Okay, that's gone too far. Let's go to the next subject.
Yeah, I don't know. It'd be kind of crazy, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it would.
Anyway, sorry, I got a real quick text. I had a customer show up at the front desk that was supposed to be here earlier, didn't make it on time, so I got to get someone to help him here while we're on the podcast here. Some help here. So anyway, so Kyler, excited. Of course, we're not too far away from your show or anything else too, but we're headed to Hayes this weekend to go test out our first time. So excited for that stuff too. So we'll see what happens out at Hayes, America. I hope it warms up a little bit out there too.
I think it's looking like it's going to be pretty nice.
It'll be a good weekend. Last night we had a little test and tune ourselves on the My Race Pass deal with the My Race Pass folks to kind of figure out how we're going to do the My Race Pass online ticket sales. And I'm telling you, the girls are telling me this is PUD. This is going to be real easy. So don't be scared of buying your tickets online. We've got it handled on our end, and yeah, it's going to be pretty cool to be able to do that.
You know, too, Kyle, I was nervous about it too until I saw it when we went down to the Chili Bowl and I got introduced to the guys from My Race Pass, and they started showing us everything, and I was really thrilled and excited about what it's going to bring and help us. So yeah, please don't be nervous about getting online and buying tickets, all that kind of stuff. We've got everything dialed in pretty well. We're going to have another call again just to go over it double time again next Tuesday, just to check it out and make sure we got everything dialed in. But scanning tickets, all that kind of stuff, and purchasing tickets, the website's live and everything else too. And Kyler, I hope it'll help you at Dodge City in the future of making things more easy and successful getting into your track too.
Yeah, that's the biggest thing is it's frustrating when you walk into the racetrack and there's a line that's 40 guys deep, and you got stuff to do to get ready for your race car and get ready for the night. I think this is going to speed that up a lot. So it's something that we're going to try to implement here at Dodge City as well. Talked to Austin last night, and they're going to kind of get us situated with that as well. So
yeah,
no, we're looking forward to it.
And
Yeah.
pit passes too. Pit passes too.
Everybody,
So,
get on there to save your time at the window, at the pit window, or coming into the gate, whatever it might be from that part. And I know we're going to fill a stand, so it's going to be busy, so you might as well get it done and get ahead of the game. Now, everyone, I need you to understand, me and Kyler have a bet too.
yes.
But it's a one-way bet. Inside joke, right, Kyler?
Yeah,
We can't talk about that on the air. Let's put it about that way, okay?
No, but if Phil wins, it'll be good entertainment for everybody, I think.
And here's the thing.
Depends on what side you're watching from.
Right. Well, we talked about this last night a little bit too, and I asked. I said, I felt like the racers sometimes were more put back in the the older times with foot flown still and stuff like that. But it's starting to progress. People are starting to get a little more technology in the racing industry. It's not as, I guess, redneck as I thought it would be. They said that they're getting a bunch of numbers. So I may be very well surprised on how receptive this is. And I'll tell you, after looking at it, guys, there's nothing to be worried about. It's real PUD. We're going to implement it too. And we're really going to push it. I think that My Race Pass has brought racing so far. That is such a important company for racetracks, for racers, just for everybody. And they don't sponsor us, so I'm not getting anything out of that. They are amazing.
Yeah,
that's
right.
It's a cool deal.
Yeah, so and I agree with you too, Kyler. It's taking everything to the next level, making things easy and everything else too. The best part about it, the app, it's free. Now you can pay for some other things on the app and stuff as a watcher. Getting lap times and that kind of thing too. But to buy tickets, do all the stuff, everything else like that, and to see results, it's free. All you got to do is download My Race Pass, get your login and stuff, password set up in there, and you're ready to go. So very simple, very easy. So don't be scared of that. Please get online. Racers, get online and get registered up so that saves you time on the first time at April 26th, and we go live, you're logged in, you're ready to go. We've got the W-9 on there, have that ready to go. Yes, we're paying in cash that night of the race. But I'm going to promise you, you got to have that W-9 filled out for you're going to get that envelope handed to you in cash. We just have to have that way. Everybody needs to understand, I got to put these numbers back to the fair board to show them that they voted correctly to keep this racing going. I want to go back with good numbers with them. And I got to pay all the sales tax, got to do all that stuff because we're on state property, everything else too. So please get that W-9, get that ready, get online, get registered at My Race Pass, and let's make things easy and successful as we get started going through there from that part. So anyway, real quick, let's go down through, and again, can't thank our sponsors enough. We got to hit them real quick. Murphy Tractor and Equipment. Those guys, Curtis and Dan, are just fantastic guys to work with. They're doing everything they can to help us put things together. Very easy to work with. I can't wait for some of the things we're going to do with them in a partnership at the racetrack and stuff. It's going to be fun too for those guys. And the equipment they're bringing is second to none from that part. John Richardson and Ross Richardson, Richardson Brothers Construction, brought us that big old John Deere and box blade and a sheep's foot out. Those guys are doing everything they can to help us over there in Hutchinson, and a big sponsor too that they've come to the table with us. So can't thank those guys enough. Hample Oil's helping us with some fuel. So Hample Oil, thank you for that. And Monday morning, I'm told that Mike from Ox Equipment and Andale Construction will be pouring the walls to give him plenty of time to get set up. We have 2 walls petitions we're going to put up before the race. So, Mike, thank you for everything on that part. BG Products, we're going to have, of course, we've got a great partnership here at Mel Hamilton Ford with those guys. Can't wait to show some of the things. Sean and I have talked about what we're going to do at the track with BG and the interaction and stuff there, too. Agri Center, bringing our side-by-sides. Kyler just talked to him again tonight. There is a gasket that is on back order. They've got it from another dealer coming, and then we'll be able to come get that thing and pick it up here in Hutchinson and pick that up and get it back over so you can get it set up for your first race for the EMTs. I think that's going to be very cool.
Yeah, yeah.
And then, of course, the next one's going to be construction rentals. Those guys are, we're going to go over at night here sometime in the next week or two and dark and turn the lights on, but I think we're going to need some lights on the backside from the past. And construction rentals, they're out of Salina. They're moving to Hutch. So they're excited to get in that Hutch market. They're going to be able to bring us some lights and that sort of thing too. And then, of course, Zener Electric. Dusty and his gang is going to help us get things set up with make sure the lights are up and running. They're going to help us with some different controls and stuff like that for the track lights and that kind of thing. So, Dusty, thank you again for all that stuff too. So, Kyler, I know you want to get going because you're still working on your track and stuff like that. We've kind of hit what's going on at your track, but I want you to stay on just for a minute as we go through this next section with the clarification on some the transition rules, okay?
Yeah, you bet.
And then you can go back to putting out your fires.
That's right.
Okay, so anyway, had a call from some stock car guys, and I want to talk about the transition rules that are on the website. So, Nick, you want to kind of maybe pull those up there or whatever? We can kind of talk about that a little bit. But just understand that we're putting these transition rules to help get as many racers as we can on this racetrack. I want as many possible cars as we can, so that's why we went to IMCA and worked up some great, and in my opinion, perfect transition rules to help these guys transition for a year. These transition rules are only good at Salt City. They're not good all over the country or anywhere else. These are just strictly here. So you got to remember these transition rules are the rules you can change from the existing IMCA rules. Where it gets a little tricky is stock car.
It does. Little sticky, little tricky. There are some stock car divisions that do allow a quick change rear end. Quick change rear ends will not be allowed in the stock car division at Hutch. You must meet the IMCA rules for the stock cars with additions to these few things in these IMCA transition rules that Dave sent us.
Okay, so basically that's what I'm asking. I guess there's some Kansas City guys love our payout, what we're paying out, and would love to come race. And I trust you. I'd love to have you Kansas City guys come race with us. But just remember, the quick change is not applicable or legal to run in our stock car IMCA class. You can only do what's different of what's in these transition rules. And just to kind of give you an idea, the amount of money it takes for somebody to have a quick change to switch it over is a lot of money. Plus, there's more chances, there's more options for gears with a quick change versus a 9-inch from that part. So I hope that clears that up with the stock car guys. But again, if you got any questions or whatever, you can always email us and talk to us on those transition rules from that part. So, Kyle, do you have anything to add on that at all or anything, buddy?
No, guys, I appreciate you bringing that up. And like I said, it's unfortunate, but that we couldn't do a transition for that. But I think it's, like you said, it's going to make better race and make it more fair for everybody. So get them changed out and come on and play with us.
That's exactly right. So again, like I say, we're just trying to do everything we can to get as many possible drivers to race with us from that part. And you know what? There's comments about some guys can't race or whatever. I can't get every car, class, everything else at all I want to. But remember, this first year is strictly just to prove to the fair board that we're going to fill the stands, fill as many pit passes as we can, so we can race 25, 26, and 27 and keep moving forward. And then we can do a lot more things and the things that we want to do with this racetrack. So anyway, Kyler, and then the modified transition rules for the modified.
Yep. Just to kind of retouch on them. Your local B mods or other sanctioned B mods can race at Hutch with the IMCA A mods. You must run the Hoosier G60 spec tire to IMCA rules. You can run a IMCA legal 4-barrel carburetor if you please, and you must run the IMCA rear filler panel. If you don't running an IMCA sealed 604 crate motor, you will not be able to run a spoiler.
Right, and then you got to have, if you run your open motor or whatever, no spoiler.
Correct. Yep.
Okay, Kyler, I know you need to get going. Everything else too. Anything you need to add?
No, guys.
About
no,
Dodge City
I think, yeah, I think we're good. We'll see everybody out here the first race in Dodge, and then we'll see you in Hutch in a few weeks after that.
Okay, buddy. Good luck on your track, and of course, we'll be there with you to help you kick off your season in what? What do we classify that at? 9 days, 8 days, whatever it might be.
Yeah, so it's coming quick.
It's coming quick, isn't it? Exactly.
All right.
So,
Thanks, guys.
Kyler, thanks for joining us, and thanks for everything you're doing to help us kick this off and everything else too. Really appreciate your help and all your teamwork and all your crew that's coming to help us from Dodge City to help make Hutchinson as big success as we can.
Yeah, appreciate you guys. Thank you.
See you,
Thank you,
Kyler.
Okay, got Kyler off the line there because he needs to get going. He said he's got a lot of stuff he's still working on out there and stuff too. Let's go back to the cashless thing again too. And everybody, I just want everybody to understand we're doing this because I want to go back to the fair board with good, hard, solid proof of exactly how many people went through that gate, how many pit passes we sold, and to be able to show them the exact dollars and everything that came through. That's what they're wanting to see, is the car count. They're wanting to see people count, all that kind of stuff that goes through there. And I can't thank everybody enough for what you're doing to help kick this thing off and get it going, but we got to fill those stands. But that's why we're going cashless. I don't want I'm not accusing anybody of having sticky fingers or anything else like that part, but I want to be able to have a electronic version of everything that I can report back to the fair board to say, hey, this is exactly how it happened. This is exactly what went down. Here's the number of people we brought in. Here's the dollars we brought in. Here's the sales tax that we brought in that they get to participate in from that part. So nothing other than that part is to keep everybody honest, keep everybody there, and have some good reports that I can give to the fair board.
Absolutely.
So anyway, tickets and pit pass available for the first 2 races. Everything's ready to go there.
Everything is online for sale. Tickets, adult general admission, kids general admission, and pit passes are available.
Okay. So next thing on our list would be again, we kind of touched it early in the show. Racers, please get on My Race Pass, get filled out. There's no charge to register up at our track. Some tracks charge for that. We're not charging for that. So please just jump online, get registered up, download your W-9. We will be paying cash that night. I will be over there with envelopes with each place deal. So all you do is walk up and you say you're first in the stock car class and it pays X amount of dollars. There's an envelope with number 1 on it. You'll be handed your envelope, but we're going to first double check and make sure you have your W-9. We have to keep this all legit from that part. So make sure you get online. You can download that, get that filled out ahead of time, save time checking in the first night, or just wait. You have to wait in line at the end to fill it out at the end before we hand you over that first set of cash. And it's a one-time deal is all we need to have on that part too. So anyway, kind of went through the Dodge City URSS update. Went over there touching back again. We went over there this morning, I should say.
Yep.
And very impressed with the track. We talked to Mike on the phone, Mike Van Genderen, again for probably 20 minutes today, talking about everything we're going to do. So we'll be back over there the Tuesday before to start watering per his instructions. And I'm going to live and breathe by his instructions, don't you think?
Yeah, for a little bit anyway, for sure.
I still think someone can hires NASCAR to take care of their NASCAR dirt at Bristol. Somebody we can trust, don't you think?
He's a pretty smart cat, I think.
Yeah, it's amazing what he taught us and everything else. He showed us on the racetrack and what we learned, what we saw, what we did from that part. So can't wait to put some cars on the track. Now,
I can't wait to see cars get on the racetrack either.
I will tell you, there's been some talk, and we talked about putting 2 cars per class out there. So there's been some people begging for more cars, and I can't promise that I can or cannot do more cars or not more cars or whatever. I'm going to work on that, but I think it's going to get stuck to 2 cars per class for our contest. So don't forget to get on Salt City's page, vote for your favorite driver so you can go practice. But a lot of talk about more cars and just basically 10 cars to get out there to go practice and on that first night to check it out and stuff too. So if you got some comments or questions about that or got a vote on that, put it in the chat line or whatever, or put it on a Salt City deal or send us an email or whatever, what your thoughts are.
Believe us, it was up to us. We'd have 100.
Yeah, we would for that first night. I mean, for that Thursday before. So anyway, just put some thoughts and stuff out there. Appreciate everybody that's voting. It seems like a lot of fun and everything else too from that part. So let's get to some chat line stuff that's kind of rolling over here, Nick. And I got to get back up the top, don't I? Anything? Are you guys running Fridays or Saturdays? Well, the first part of the schedule is going to be Fridays, and then we switch over to Saturdays. And so, of course, the schedule's on saltcityracingllc.com. And, yes, the YouTube channel, Mr. Furman, is up and running for those of you not on it.
Will there be streaming? Yes.
Yes. As of right now, we're planning on Racing Dirt. We'll be streaming the all of our shows. Reason for that is reason we're using Racing Dirt is number one. I have a great relationship with Trenton and Stick at Racing Dirt. And plus, they already are doing races out at Dodge City, so it just kind of works hand in hand for us to be using Racing Dirt to take care of all of our needs for that situation too. Okay, so tickets. I'm gonna have to refresh my mind how much tickets and pit passes are.
Adult tickets are $18. Kids 12 and under are $12, and pit passes are $35. All available for purchase online right now for the first two events.
There you go. Will there be track points? Yes, there will. We will crown a champion in each class. IMCA just requires 4 races to create a champion, so we'll definitely have champions in each class. And yes, you'll be able to pick up on our races. You'll be able to pick up all your points from state, region, and national points from that part. So we'll have to see how many races of each class we get in there, because some of those classes might have to be prorated on some of the national points races. But as far as track and state points, will add up accordingly. And yes, we will crown a champion in each class, each of that part. Where do we buy tickets? Vincent, you go to saltcityracingllc.com. I think they can go right to My Race Pass and do it too, can't they?
Yeah, you can go to My Race Pass and do it, or there is a link to My Race Pass from our website.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm going to go through my chit line on my deal here real quick. See if I got anybody in here asking questions. Do racers need to enter the pits off the State Fair Road like we have in the past? Probably a good question for racers coming into the racetrack. So basically what we're doing is we are pitting on the east side of the track from that part. And the reason for that is we're doing that because it's the easiest way to block it off, keep it secure. Instead of going on the west side, we're having to put all that fence up and down each time we race. From that part. So we're going to do this again, 25, 26, 27. We got some better plans and things in place, but that's all we can do for this year to make it simple and easy. I know there's a lot of questions about racers seeing the races on the heat races and stuff. From the backstretch, you're going to have to go around the other side. I'm sorry, but that is just part of the ball game we have. So the racers basically are going to enter.
Yeah, but you're going to enter in the same place that you've always entered. Just when you get to the north side of the racetrack, you're going to turn back to the east instead of to the west.
Yeah, so basically we're going to bring you in on the east side too, onto the track. We will stage you up basically 2 at a time, basically to get things rolling on that part. We are going to have a fast show. Kyler has promised me that. I'm going to push him on that too to make sure that's where we're going to go, and for that part. So anyway, I got my chat line, and I think I got mine.
This guy says, "Hi, Phil and Josh. I think I could pass. Could I pass for
You
Josh?
think you're
No,
Josh?
I don't
huh?
think. I don't think I
You're
can
not
pass for
Josh, are you?
I'm not tall enough."
Jamie, great question. The restriction of the number of cars for testing is because of who? I'm working with the fair board to get that taken care of. And Jamie, put a thumbs up if you want more cars. Tell me that part too, if you'd like to see more cars going out on the racetrack from that part. I'm going to go back to the board to try to talk to them a little bit about that. And I guess I'm going to be straight up. I'm worried that if we put too many cars out there, he's going to want to charge me to get out on the racetrack or whatever from that part. But I'm going to work with Brian. So far, Brian and I have been getting along very well, working on different things and stuff like that too. But I'm going to go back and see what I can get done and see what happens. So I hope that I can get them to let me put a few more cars out there. So that's the next thing I'd like to know is how do you know how many cars would you like to see out there? Would you like to open it up, whatever you might be? Like Nick and I said, we'd love to have 100. Talk to Mike today about it. He'd like to see 100 too. He doesn't care if it's 2 cars or 100 cars. He doesn't really matter on that part. But I got to get some approval coming through fair board and that sort of thing on that part. I've got the approval for the 2 cars per classes right now. There's been a lot of talk about putting more cars out there and stuff too. So Jamie, I hope that answered your question and stuff too, but would love to hear more comments, more questions and ideas about that. If you can't get on the chat line tonight or whatever, and you're watching this at a later time, hit our email up, go to the webpage, Salt City Racing LLC, hit the webpage up there. And we got an email link up there too. Another thing, I'm getting a lot of questions about employment, getting hired on to work. There is an employment tab on the webpage up on the left side. Click on that. You can fill that out and we'll get an email on that part.
And we've got a stack of applications sitting there. We're not 100% sure exactly how many people that we need to hire yet, but we do have a bunch of applications sitting there. So if you haven't heard back yet, don't appear. We just we haven't called any of them back yet. So hopefully in the next week to 2 weeks, we will get in touch with everybody once we get all that figured out on our end.
Yep. So anyway, keep the questions coming. Keep the stuff happening with us. We'd love to hear from everybody too on different things and stuff and what you want to see. But I just got to say, everybody, let's pack those stands. Let's prove to the Fair Board they did the right thing, voting us to stay on, to go race. Me and Nick and Kyler are doing everything we possibly can to get this thing to have you racers to have a great racing service, and I'm excited about where that track's at. We're trying to do everything we can. Is everything going to be perfect? No. Everybody needs to realize we're doing everything we can to take this track out of hibernation and bring it into a great place to go race and make things happen throughout the years as we go forward. So more questions. Where we at? 198 needs to come out of retirement. Not sure who 198 is, but that's okay.
I think that says 19B.
Oh, 19B. That's you, isn't it?
Yeah, not happening.
Yeah, not happening. Sorry, Matt. He says no. I think he's scared.
No.
Kind of like me. Drivers with great knowledge and feedback, no matter the number of cars, just someone with lots of experience. Matt, agree with that too. So that's some of the questions we brought up too, is who votes those 2 cars in from that part. But again, I want to do what's right. I want to do what's fair. I want to do what we can to give everybody, as much as we can from that part. It would only help Mike on how the track is going to react. And Jeremy, we talked to Mike about that too, and he said he didn't care. He could tell what the track's going to do with 2 cars, 10 cars, or 100. From that part. So he says that he's kind of got it dialed in, kind of knows where. And again, the experience this gentleman's got and what he's got behind him is his resume. I'm going to trust him for that part. It's just a courtesy to the race teams to get a chance to test, hoping you can swing them over and get more cars. Thanks, Jamie. I appreciate that. I do too. Everybody keep your fingers crossed, and I'll see what I can get done on that part. What about the push trucks for the Silver Crown race? Need any? Yes, Dustin, we do. We've got several of those applications coming through. So please, on the push trucks and that sort of thing on the Silver Crown race, please let us.
Starters.
Yeah. So Ken Schrader and Kenny Wallace night would be fun. No kidding. Trust me, we've got all kinds of ideas. We just got to get this first year under our belt, everybody, and know and get this done to where we can get at least a 3-year, maybe a 5-year contract next with the Fair Board from that part. So please, everybody, just understand we're trying to get through this first year. The dates we have, we did not get to pick those dates. These are dates that were just given to us. So I want to have enough dates for next year to be able to pick our own dates, all that kind of stuff. And trust me, we've got a list that long of everything we want to go do and put on this racetrack. Okay, where did we lose off here? I don't know if we'll be out there, but good luck this year. Thank you. Appreciate that. I think the previous Dutch national emphasis should be considered a vote. Champions. Okay. Yeah, get that too. So anyway, basically, whoever wants to practice right now where I'm at, and again, I'm going to go to work on it because I agree with Jamie. We need more cars to put more out there. But right now, if you got to go out and vote for your favorite racer, that's put their picture on the Salt City Racing page and give them a vote. And right now, we got the top 2 votes of each class going to go.
Yep.
But I'm going to go push for more. I promise you, because I think it would be better for more people to get out there and run. I just got to get everybody to agree to it and that sort of thing. And no, Mike Sheridan, I don't think your Tahoe could make a push truck. Do you think it could make a push truck?
Maybe once.
It'd probably be in the wall.
And then it would need a push truck.
And it would need a push truck too. Exactly. So anyway, hey, everybody, I hope we've given you updates. We're going to be back again next Wednesday at 6 o'clock to talk more with more updates, more things that are going on with the track. Please jump online, racers, and get registered. And my race pass gets set up. They're ready to go. Download your W9 and get ready for that to make the first night transition very well. We will be paying in cash money that night. Okay. And, everybody get online, buy your tickets.
Get online, buy tickets, buy pit passes, register, download your W9, be ready to go.
And if you got any questions or whatever, come by the dealership, talk to Nick or I, or send an email through the website. From that part, we can get your emails and that sort of thing. If you're looking you want to join our team or whatever, we've got a stack of applications coming in. And no, we're not looking for volunteers either. Okay. Everybody that we hire will be paid to work at our racetrack from that part. So please, whatever you need there, if you want to help us, whatever, love to have you put in an application. We'll see what we can do to help you. Help us be part of this great team we're going to have out there too. What else, Nick? What are we leaving off?
I think that's it. I think we've covered. Everett's watching, and he keeps sending me funny text messages trying to get me to laugh.
He made you laugh. There you go.
Yep, I'm coming for you, kiddo.
All right, everybody. Hey, keep the questions, keep the comments coming. Appreciate everything, everybody, very much. Got a lot of things working. Got a lot of things in the backside here working with everybody. So I think we've got everything under control. I think we're doing very well. But you know what? The night of the race, it might be kind of a different story, right?
I think it's going to go just fine.
Yeah. So anyway, everybody, thank you again, everybody, for watching. Thanks, everybody, for chiming in. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for all the ideas. I've got several racers and fans that will call them and talk to me about it. I'll take your call at any time that I can take it. Let's put it that way. And talked about what we can do to help you make this a better success. I love the opinions and things like that. So please keep everything coming from that part. So let's run through the sponsors one more time. I can't thank Murphy Tractor and Equipment for the awesome grader, sheep's foot, front loader, all the stuff they're bringing to us. It's really, really cool what they're helping us with. Richardson Brothers Construction, John and Ross Richardson, they have been a huge help over there in Hutch with everything, getting us going. They got the big old John Deere out there at the box blade and sheep's foot, so thank you for that very much. Hampel Oil's helping us with a little bit of fuel, so Hampel Oil, thank you very much for on that part. Ox Equipment and Andale Construction, wall sections will be poured Monday, so excited about that from that part. So Mike, thank you again for that. BG Products, and again, the great partnership we have here at Mel Hamilton Ford with BG. We got some great exciting things we want to do with those guys at the racetrack. Of course, they're going to be a huge sponsor with us at that part too. Agri Center, side-by-sides. We're going to have a side-by-side. It's set up for the medical side for both tracks, Dodge and Hutch, and we'll go back and forth from there. And so the guys out at Agri Center, thank you again for your great partnership. Zener Electric's going to help us with a bunch of electrical stuff out there. Dusty and his crew. If you need electricians there anywhere around the Hutchinson area, McPherson area, whatever, Dusty's got a great crew over there too. And last but not least, United Rentals. They're sticking up for a water truck for us, everybody. So that's huge and exciting that we got that from them. So United Rentals, great partnership with those guys here too at Mel Hamilton Ford. And I can't appreciate everybody that's helping us get that put together from that part. So Nick, any finishing thoughts, touches, anything whatsoever?
Just join us again next week. I'm sure we'll have some more exciting news.
All right. So everybody, next Saturday, oh Scott, I got to get my Saturday show out of there. Next Wednesday, 6 o'clock live. Get your questions ready, your chat line, whatever it might be for next week. I hope we're keeping you updated enough. Everything else too. Keep your fingers crossed that I can go get some more than just 8 to 10 cars on that racetrack on that Thursday before from that part. And we'll see what happens on that part too. So everybody, hey, everybody, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. And let's go fill them stands every night at this racetrack and prove to the fair board that this racetrack needs to stay. Everybody, have a great night. Talk to you next Wednesday at 6 o'clock.